Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
My name is Marcos Joka, and on behalf of my 5th grade classmates, I would like to welcome all the families, teachers, and administrators to Prospect Hill's Class of 2020 5th grade graduation.
The 5th grade class of 2020 would like to welcome our superintendent, Dr. Champ.
Good evening, staff, students, parents, and friends. It is a pleasure to be with you as we honor and celebrate the accomplishments of this 5th grade class. I have had the opportunity to see these students in their classes over the past few years and have seen them grow in their academic skills, in their friendships, and in their service to their schools. Although I can't see them now in front of me at this moment, I know they feel great pride in having reached this milestone in their educational journey. Yet I know this year has come with many challenges that have left us all feeling a bit disconnected and sad and having missed our teachers and friends and special school activities that we had looked forward to. The challenges of this season have reminded me of one of my favorite books that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. The book is entitled, What Do You Do with a Problem? By Kobi Yamada. I want to use the theme of that book as the source of my message to our students tonight. In Yamada's book, the narrator is struggling to deal with a problem, one that seems to follow him no matter what he does. He worries about it, tries to ignore it, runs and hides from it, pretends it's not there, and yet the whole time it pursues him and grows bigger and bigger. It's not until the narrator finds the courage to face that problem that things start to look different. He begins to look more closely at it, to understand why it's there, and to try to figure out what he can do about it. Then he discovers something important about his problem. And I quote, "What are problems for? They challenge us, shape us, push us, and help us to discover just how strong and brave and capable we really are. Even though we don't always want them, problems have a way of changing us in unexpected ways. So what will you do with your problem? Well, now that's up to you." As a school, a community, a country, and a world, we have been facing a major problem for the past few months. One that has caused us to have to shut down our schools and stay confined to our homes. What have our responses been to this problem? Well, of course we worried. We may have tried to ignore it. We may have tried to run and hide from it or pretend it was not there, all the time knowing it's everywhere around us. The weight of it feeling bigger and bigger by the day. But many of you have also done what our narrator did when he found the courage to face his problem. He looked for the opportunities in the problem and found ways to learn and grow and be brave and do something. I have been inspired by the emails from parents talking about how their families have adapted to working and learning together from home. How brothers and sisters have grown closer as they've rediscovered how to play together and pass the time in more simple ways. I've gotten goosebumps while watching videos that have been shared during the last few months showing your school pride and the connection between students and teachers, showing ways that you have come together to cheer and encourage one another and to celebrate the essential workers, the heroes that have been keeping us all safe. You have looked at the problem and found the bravery to do something to make the world better in the midst of a difficult and scary time. That is courage, and that shows the best of who you are as students, as a school, and as a community. I applaud your courage and the resilience you have shown through these last few months. These qualities are ones that have been tested and proven immensely in these last few months, and qualities that will serve you well as you move on to middle school. In middle school, you may feel nervous and scared at times. I hope you will face that or any other problem with courage and look for the opportunities it presents. Opportunities to make new friends, to try new experiences, and to try again to make a positive difference in your school, your community, and your world. Congratulations on your achievements. I hope your fond memories from elementary school come with you. Memories of meaningful field trips, beautiful art projects, proud concert performances, favorite books and games, and most especially, memories of the teachers that made a lasting impact on your life. Thank you and congratulations.
The Best Years of Prospect Hill by Claire Reed. It all began the 4th of September in the year of 2014. Walking up to Prospect Hill from Clay or Washington, we could be seen. Excited, anxious, happy, scared, on the blacktop we would meet. Our parents would take us by the hand and find our locker and then our seat. New friends we would make on this journey, and they would be the ones to keep. So many firsts for kindergarten at Prospect Hill. Next would be one to create. Halloween was a parade of superheroes, monsters, princesses, and witches. So much fun and so many pictures. Looking back has us in stitches. How we couldn't wait for the 5th grade buddy time. We loved our buddies and they became our partners in crime. I bet we all remembered who we had. Another tradition at Prospect Hill that makes us glad. On to Thanksgiving and the kindergarten brunch. Turkeys and pilgrims with bagels and muffins to munch. Before we knew, winter was here and frosting milk cartons into winter wonderlands. What fun sticking on Lifesavers, Skittles, and all the frosting on our hands. Yay, we get to ride the bus. To the nursing home we go. The residents were so happy to see us, hear our song, and watch the show. The final piece of fun was the best of all, kindergarten gala, flower and bee. We would sing and dance and dress alike, so many smiles and so much glee. Finally, we end our kindergarten year lining up in front of the school. First graders now, and oh, we are so cool. Lining up every day with the rest of the grades, ending our day on the circle jive, never delayed, how the year would fly. Fun at the fall festival with plenty of pumpkins to buy. We would come to school with money to look. At the book fair, we couldn't wait to get that book. Let's not forget how we would celebrate Valentine's Day, decorating our cards, getting a special flower, and wishing it would stay. Over the talent show, let's not forget all the practice and dance. What fun to watch our friends and even to perform if we had the chance. Spring festival, the weather was warmer and we couldn't wait. Hair dye and face paint we would try. Bouncy house, human sphere, or just a goldfish that would never die. On to second grade, whoa, we have grown. Into school we would go with a desk of our own. So many things we got to do in second grade, like our communities play. Cities with buildings, rural farms, from urban to suburban, we would put on display. Getting to go to school in our pajamas was the best. Pour a cup of cocoa, get our ticket stamp, ring our bell. It was the Polar Express. Next, it was the study of sea life and our chance to put on another play. That's right, don't forget the hermit crab and what we had to say. Finally, the Wax Museum, our favorite people from history, sharing their story while on display. Babe Ruth, King Tut, Gandhi, Amelia Earhart, Gertrude Ederle, and all they had to say. Prospect Hill has been filled with all these memories that we will never let die. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade at Prospect Hill, we must say goodbye.
All my years at Prospect Hill were a blast. All these great memories I know will last. Third, fourth, and fifth were so much fun, I truly wish it wasn't done. Our grade may have been outnumbered by the others, but our hearts were stronger and had many more colors. When I take it back to third grade, no moments will ever fade. Chocolate fever couldn't have been any sweeter. Dancing with Ramsey brought joy to our families. The Spanish play was the best of the best. I will never forget old dear third grade. That is for sure, and memories will always endure. Fourth grade was awesome. Spotlight gymnastics was fantastic, as was Phillipsburg Manor. The Hudson River was great and was in our fate. But the great, big, beautiful Ellis Island is so amazing that it went by in a flurry. Fourth grade was an adventurous year, so much that I even teared. Fifth grade was definitely a big step ahead. I almost didn't leave my bed. I'm glad I did because fifth grade is my favorite year yet. Between our Halloween party and snowball, I love them all. Fifth grade may have been cut short, but everyone has been a good sport. I will always miss dear old Prospect Hill, but I always know deep down in my heart I am a Prospect Hiller.
Oh, we are leaving, yes, we're leaving, our favorite dear old school Prospect Hill. We won't forget it for many more years to come, for many, many, many years. No, we won't forget, no, we won't forget, we won't forget, we won't forget our dear old school. Jenny, Julie, and Cindy, and we have Spencer, don't go away, 'cause there is more. Oh, there's Caitlin, Liz and Maddie, and there's Sophia, and another friend Candace too. Another yo, we have so many friends, but we'll keep going just until we've said them all. Next we have Frankie, can't forget our good friend Grace, and then we have our friend Claire. We must have them all, this is quite impressive. Daniel and Nate, all 39 were through. We are so happy we had such a wonderful time in our school. We will never forget our dear Prospect Hill. We will never forget our dear old Prospect Hill.
The 5th grade class of 2020 would like to welcome the principal, Ms. Carr.
Good evening. I'm pleased to have the opportunity to be a part of this very special day, your moving up ceremony. Today is one of those great occasions where we celebrate you and all of your achievements. It is a special day for you, your proud families, and your teachers. As you prepare to move up to the middle school, it is common to reflect on all your elementary school experiences and think of the exciting things that have happened and all that you have learned throughout the years. Your fondest memory may have been when you danced at the kindergarten gala or celebrated the meaning of family in 1st grade. Perhaps portraying a historical figure at the Wax Museum in 2nd grade or catching chocolate fever in 3rd grade were what you love most. You may have enjoyed spending the day on Ellis Island in 4th grade or dancing the evening away at the 5th grade dance, and know it holds your greatest memory of Prospect Hill. Honestly, when faced with the reality that our graduation would take place virtually, I was nervous that I would be unable to honor all of your achievements and convey how proud the faculty, staff, and I are of you. I started to think about all of the traditions and events that we had to collectively sacrifice during this pandemic, all of your lasts at Prospect Hill, your last spring festival, the last 5th grade trip to Broadway, the 5th grade cultural arts play, just a few traditions and milestones that crossed my mind. But I took a deep breath, thought of all of you, and my mindset shifted and the words began to flow for this speech. I had just finished reading the book Maybe by Kobe Yamada to my son, Hudson, a story that is about the endless potential in everyone. It reminded me, all of you, and how you have and will continue to persevere as you move on from Prospect Hill. I wanted to take a few minutes and share some of the words from that story. Have you ever wondered why you are here? You are the only you there ever has been or ever will be. You have so much to offer. Maybe you will invent something that no one has ever seen before. Maybe you will build things that reach high up into the sky. Your life is yours. Try as many things as you can. See as much as you can see. Wherever you go, take your hopes, pack your dreams, and never forget, it is on journeys that discoveries are made. Maybe you will help others to see the beauty in each day, or maybe you will lift cheering crowds onto their feet. Do everything with love, follow your heart, and see where it leads you. Maybe you are here to shine a light into places that have been dark for too long. Maybe you will speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. Maybe you are here to help in ways that only you can. There will be struggles, there will be fears, and it won't always be easy. At times it will feel really hard, and you might make a mess of things. You may fall down, you may fail, but you will also get back up and you will rise a little stronger and a little taller, because there really is more inside of you than you know. And this world needs your gifts, your talents, your big ideas. And maybe you are just getting started. What if you are only scratching the surface of what you can do and who you can be? What if you have talent you haven't discovered yet? There is something powerful, even magical about you. You already have everything it takes to do big things. Maybe you have no idea just how good you really can be. And maybe you don't know how much you matter. But maybe, just maybe, The world has been waiting for centuries for someone exactly like you. One thing is for sure, you are here, and because you are here, anything is possible. If there was ever a graduating class to not only accept, but to embrace the role of pioneers during the COVID-19 pandemic and this distance learning form of education, it was yours. What we have learned from this unprecedented time in our history is that as people, we must learn to adapt to whatever life throws our way, and in some cases, at a moment's notice. You learn to overcome obstacles, adversity, and disappointment. You are my class of silver linings. I firmly believe that the lessons you will remember from this time in your life will not stem from what you are studying in math or science, or if you believe the letter campaign will persuade me to allow chocolate milk in the lunchroom. Sorry, Ms. Kaiser and Ms. Stein. It will be about the relationships you continue to foster during your daily morning meetings and how you remain connected with your teachers and your classmates while being apart. So while we can list the things we have all given up during this pandemic, I would like to close with what you have gained and what you have truly learned. I believe you were taught to be creative and independent and to have confidence in yourself. You realize the value of working hard through frustration and disappointment. I believe the most valuable lesson and the greatest silver lining you have been given during these uncertain times is that you were able to be around and learn from the most important people in your lives, your families. What they have taught you over these 3 past months is invaluable. On behalf of everyone at Prospect Hill, I would like to take the time to thank your parents and family members for being our partners and your amazing teachers. The life lessons they taught you while going through distance learning will serve you well when you enter the Pelham Middle School. They have taught you to be independent, responsible, organized, and creative learners. Maybe, just maybe, these last 3 months have made each and every one of you stronger, wiser, and kinder. One thing is for sure, as you head on to the middle school, remember that anything is possible. We are proud of you. You have accomplished so much already, and we know you will continue to do that in the middle school. Congratulations.
My most memorable moment was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill is making new friends.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the 4th grade talent show.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Wax Museum.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the snowball dance.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was making new friends.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was chocolate fever.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was making new friends.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill is the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the snowball dance.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the food grade talent show.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Wax Museum.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Wax Museum.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Ellis Island field trip.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the Polar Express.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was trying out fun foods with my friends at Ellis Island.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was going outside at the end of 4th grade.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was going to Ellis Island.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was going to Ellis Island with my mom.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was reading Edward Tulane in 4th grade.
My most memorable Prospect Hill moment was the snowball dance.
My favorite memory at Prospect Hill was at the Ellis Island trip when me and my friends played with Skittles.
And my most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was in 4th grade when we had mobile days.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill School was in 4th grade when we went to Ellis Island.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill School was chocolate fever.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill School was in 5th grade when we got kindergarten buddies.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill School was going to Ellis Island in 4th grade.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was watching the Spy Kid movies in 4th grade.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was Ellis Island in 4th grade.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was Ellis Island.
My most memorable moment at Prospect Hill was the last day of 3rd grade.
My most memorable moment in Prospect Hill is in 4th grade when I lost my retainer.
So my favorite Prospect Hill memory was going to Ellis Island and climbing the tree with everybody.
My favorite Prospect Hill memory was at Ellis Island.
Way up on the hill, there's a sandy view. Friendship troops around you, we after you. We walk right into church and John as we can. Mine's so Prospect Hill. Oh, Prospect Hill. Oh, it's Prospect Hill. Should be learning and going to like Prospect Hill. Yeah, Prospect Hill.
My name is Matthew.
My name is Jonathan.
My name is Sandy.
My name is Nemi. My name is Danielle. My name is Zoe. My name is Craig. My name is Dylan. My name is Spencer. My name is Lenny. My name is Audie. My name is Sophia. My name is Julianne. My name is Jack. My name is Cadence. My name's Karen. My name's Luke. My name's Nicola. My name's Cindy. My name's Charles Gregory. My name's Grace. My name's Dario Clemente. My name is Yair. My name's Timmy. My name's Jonah Bronx. My name's Hannah. My name's Claire. My name's Celia Banks. My name's Natalie. My name's Mom McNulty. My name's Nate.